Guys, you know who my favorite guru is? It's none other than Sadhguru, the man who calls himself the best guru there ever was. Sadhguru. This time, as always, he tells everyone his knowledge. He imbues knowledge into the public. He's a very knowledgeable man, and this time he's made a prediction about how the human race is gonna end. Let's see what he's saying this time.
You want to know what is the yogic doomsday?
What is the yogi?
Yogic doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah?
In yoga, they calculated some 3,200 years ago, 3,200 years ago. They made a calculation and said, every year, this is a fact, every year the moon is moving away from the planet approximately about 32 millimeters. This is nearly 1.5 inch. The orbit of the moon is going away from the planet. So they made a calculation and said, in 28,000 years, the moon will go so far that its impact on the planet will become minimal. When that happens, the human women will lose their menstrual cycles. Once that happens, human race will just peter out. You don't need a bomb, you don't need a flood, you don't need something. Our ability to reproduce will go away and slowly we quietly peter out.
Very impactful, very knowledgeable Sadhguru. A few things I need to correct a couple of things. You may have gotten a few things wrong. Of course, you are right about everything else. But here I think a couple of things need some correction. So, first of all, the reason the moon is moving away, I've talked about this on our main channel video. Check out the meme review video, the one where I talked about how car can't pull itself using a magnet. I'll link that video down below. In that video, I've also talked about why the moon is moving away from the earth slowly. Now, that part of it, from his yogic calculation, whatever he arrived at, or whatever the yogis arrived at, is correct. The moon does move away slowly from the earth. But the moon has absolutely no impact on the menstrual cycles of women. There are countless evidences for this. I'll link a couple down below. I've talked about this in the FitTuber video on the main channel. I'll link that video also down below. And there is absolutely no correlation between the moon's cycles and women's menstrual cycles. The moon, no matter how far away it is, even if the earth didn't have a moon, the women will have a menstrual cycle, and that is not why the human race is going to end. The human race will probably end though for other reasons, but this is not the reason why it's gonna end. Also, the moon being closer to the earth had an impact on life evolving on earth, I believe, because the moon did have an impact on the tides in the oceans, and the tides had an impact in the mixing of chemicals in a manner to originate the first forms of life. So all that is there. But what Sadhguru is saying in this video has absolutely no factual or no basis in reality. Women will not lose their menstrual cycles because the moon moved far away. I'll see you in the next video. And no, Sadhguru is not my favorite guru.